Monday, Seawolves. I'm Sam Lankwitz. This is the 13th week of the semester, and it's a slightly chilly start to the last full week of classes before we start thinking about Thanksgiving break. Myself, I'm thankful for the break from exams and the rest before finals week. And speaking of grateful, I'm grateful that no one was injured during Saturday's tornadoes. As a SOMA student, I'm fascinated by what happened on Long Island Saturday. Severe winds and even several tornadoes touching down in a couple places. This graphic shows that we received tornado warnings here on Long Island. The National Weather Service says that there was an EF1 tornado confirmed in Manorville, New York, and in other places. Wind gusts did a great deal of damage. Look at this house in Levittown. Elsewhere, the wind toppled trees, sometimes on top of cars. Damaged pictures filled Twitter. One of our classmates, Marlon, who lives in Woodmere, said the rotation passed right over his building. He felt the building shaking, and he thought he was in an earthquake. Many people who are not atmospheric scientists wonder, how unusual is it to hear about tornadoes on Long Island? On that, we turn to our explainer-in-chief, Skylar DeHarmon. Skylar, how common are November tornadoes?
Thanks, Sam. Actually, November tornadoes are not very common, especially on Long Island. In fact, Saturday's powerful storms brought the first recorded November tornado in our backyard. While spring and summer may be the expected time for tornadoes, it's important to know that they can occur any time of year and anywhere. As of today, the National Weather Service has confirmed 4 tornadoes ranging from an EF0 to an EF1. But what do these letter and number combinations mean? EF stands for Enhanced Fujita. The Enhanced Fujita scale is a modified system that was implemented in 2007 to categorize tornadoes based on their highest estimated wind speed. Now, a tornado is only ranked after it has occurred based on a series of indicators and degrees of damage. The scale ranges from EF0 to EF5. An EF0 indicates that the 3-second gust is 65 to 85 miles per hour. An EF5 means that the estimated gust is over 200 miles per hour. To sum it up, Sam, when it comes to tornadoes, Long Island and Kansas have a lot more in common than we may have previously thought. Do we have any flying monkeys in the forecast today?
Thanks, Skylar. I don't know about flying monkeys, but I do know that the tornadoes have safely passed. So let's go to Emily Scott outside with the one-day forecast. Emily?
Thanks, Sam. I'm out here. It's a little chilly today. Definitely recommend that nice jacket, scarf, maybe a beanie, but I will say this, at least it's not too cold for snow, unlike my brother up at Buffalo who got his second snowfall of the season. I'm okay with waiting till December for that. Today we have a high of 48 with a low of 34. Mostly cloudy skies and a wind about 20 miles per hour out of the northwest. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Emily. Well, that is a big change from last week. Some of you may have received notices that there is a chance for some flurries today, but it's just too warm for that. No flurries, no snowstorm. But more importantly, we defeated another kind of storm this weekend. The women's basketball team trounced St. John's, a team known as the Red Storm, 72 to 60. Senior guard Anastasia Warren led the Seawolves to victory with 19 points. They are still undefeated and number 1 in the America East, and tomorrow they travel to New Jersey to play Rutgers. To find out what the travel conditions will be like for them tomorrow, we turn to Emily Scott with the 7-day forecast. Emily?
Thanks, Sam. And it's going to be a little chilly earlier in the week, but it looks like we're due for a midweek warm-up, so keep those flannels and cardigans handy. The warmest day of this week will actually be later in the week on Thursday with a high of 60 before the temperatures start to drop as rain moves in on Friday. The cold temperatures will remain over the weekend, but the sun does make an appearance on Saturday, so that's going to be your best bet to squeeze in those last-minute fall-themed activities, even though it's only going to be in the upper 40s. Sunday is also on the chillier side with a high of 47 and the possibility of rain showers, but hey, at least it isn't snow. Back over to you, Sam.
Thanks, Emily. It looks like we have some great weather ahead of us. And besides the weather, we can look forward to the Empire Clash. That's the big football game of Stoneybrook versus UAlbany. That means that our Seawolf will be tangling with a Great Dane. In that and much else, hang in there, Seawolves. That's all we got for you today. I'm Sam Lankwitz. And make sure to join us for next week's Seawolves, Storm or Not.